Alright, hello. I told y'all after I had the collage part of the video done, I was going to go ahead and do the eye parts. I know we did a lot of this in class with you this week, but I'm going to redo it here so you can have it and kind of watch it, slow it down if you need to. I'm going to do it with oil pastels and one with paint, so I'm going to go fast. Don't worry about trying to keep up right now, just watch, and then when you get ready to pick your eyes, if you remember, I told you to look at the pupils of the animal you're doing, because as you can see on the back here, this right here this one is going on a lion, and their pupils are more cat-like, like the green up there. And then this was going on a dog, you know, round. They've got the round pupils. And then we were going to do this one on a mythical character, I think a unicorn is what she said. So. And then we did a wild one, because I've always done tone on tone, but we did a third grade, chose to pick some wild colors, and we did it with wild colors. So anyway, I'm going to do this quickly with the oil pastels first and then with some paint. So let me get to the document camera and do this video for y'all to have to watch about the eyes and going from light to dark and dark to light. Let's see, is it coming on? It takes it usually a minute or two. I think it's coming. It's trying to zoom. I thought it was coming on. Hold on. It's trying to connect with my computer. And it could be, of course, 4th grade. Y'all know what happened in my class today with the internet going out. Lovely. It happens. It's okay. All right. So let me get down here close. I had these up here working with another student, and I'm going to pull this where hopefully we can see the whole thing. So I've lined these up to show you. Let me put the paintbrush down until I get the paints on here. What we do is we're going to have black. If you remember, we start with black. Then we'll go to the darker of our choices of colors. So I'm going to go to that green, and then I'm going to go to that green, then that green, and to the white. And I'll probably have to wipe the white off before I do it. All right. First of all, if you remember, we're going to start with a round circle, and I'm going to go ahead and do this jagged line through here like this, because what we're wanting to create is an iris effect and an eyeball effect when we get this all finished and done. So you just kind of jag back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and as I said, we got to pick up the next color. So that will be this one right here, and we're going to take it through the black, because you want to bring some of that black into your eyeball where that helps to show the blending. I'm going to turn this light on the visualizer. It doesn't help too much, but it's a start. So anyway, I'm going to go around and do the same thing that I just did, the jagged up and down, back and forth, creating and extending into the black. Alright, now you should have something kind of like that, and it'll look like an eyeball here shortly. Then I'm going to get the next shade of green, and I'm going to kind of blend it in and do the same thing, making sure it extends down into the color we just put in, so that that color will be blending on out with the rest of it. Just jag around and jag around and jag around. I know. It's crazy, and I get it fast. Okay, so oil pastel pieces everywhere. Then I'm going to take the next shade of green, which is the lightest one of the green, and I'm going to do the same with it. And I'm going to put this under the camera pretty close up in a minute to let you see the visual effects a little bit better. All right, blowing off the things. See, we're creating that iris explosion of color in there, which is not exactly one solid color. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the white, and I'm going to do that and extend it into there. I'm going to extend, oh, it broke, hold on. Then I'm going to extend it down into there, and I'm even going to go in spots throughout all of the color. Don't worry about the middle. You're like, Miss Barthel, where's the black? Well, that doesn't look right. You didn't leave room for the black. But I am going to, for the speed of things and having to do 2 eyes on here, I am going to do the black with paint, because it goes so much faster, and it'll still work the same way with the with the oil pastel. So I'm going to do a round eye in here. Pupil, sorry. Just going to do it like that. And then, and it's kind of lopsided, but that's okay. Then I'm going to get some more of the black, and I'm going to go down and out and around like that. And the same thing on the other side. And you don't have to make them so much of a triangular shape. That is up to you, the way you want to do it. And then I'm going to roughly color this in real quick, because then I'm going to show you how to do that textured effect of the blending with the paint, in case you have paints and not the pastels. So, alright, hold on. Almost done with the oil pastel one, with the exception of the black that I'm doing in here real quick to show you. And I'm going to even that on up a little bit to soften it. And kind of got that one going a little bit weird. But again, it doesn't matter. We're going to cut these out and actually glue them to the collage. So if I don't like that shape, I'll cut around it, you know. No big deal. Alright, and I'm going to do this quickly for purposes of the video, because I want to make sure you know that you're going to put the details in. And I'm going to put a big glob of white right there. That's the little detail highlights of the eyeball, and one right outside of it that's a little bit smaller. You can't see that very well on this paper. I am going to hold it up under here under the visualizer. Let me turn the light off under here, and maybe that'll take the weird shine of it off. Alright, so there is eyeball 1 using the oil pastels and a quick overview of how to do the outside. Now I'm going to get this paper here, and before I run out of time, I am going to do this one with you. So we'll start with the black paint, and this one I'm going to do in blues. So I'll do the black, and then I'll do that. Then I'll do this. This is oh gosh, ultramarine blue. This is turquoise blue. This is light blue, and this is white. So that's what I'm going to go in the orders from. So doing this, I'm going to dab off some of my black. I've got a little bit too much on it, and when it gets thick, it starts caking. So instead of washing it, because I don't like to mix a whole lot of water with my acrylics, I'm getting that paint out of the way. So I'm going back over here. I've got a little bit on there, and you're going to go in that feathering kind of way, up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. And you notice I have not refilled my brush yet, and this has almost gotten the whole entire outside of the eye done. And I'm liking the way it runs out like that. It looks to me more realistic. I just did touch into the black and get some more. Now, because black is a not very forgiving color, I'm going to dab off this black a little bit, because I still got to do the blending, and I'll actually slosh it in a little bit of the water and get it off some, because I want the cobalt, the ultramarine blue to be carried in with the black, not completely having nothing on there. So now I'm going to get my plate. I'm going to dip into the cobalt, just the tip, and holding the paintbrush like you do a pencil. Alright, so we're going to go, let me put that down so it doesn't go everywhere. Same thing, and when you start noticing that a lot more of the black is coming through, get your brush, refill it, and keep on going, trying to keep as much of the blue color in there than the black. I'm going all the way around, and there we start running into more black coming through, so I'm dipping back and reloading the color to keep it more fresher with the blue. Going around, and I'm going to go down in here a little bit with some of this color to tone out a little bit of the black, because black is not as forgiving. So then we're going to pick up that turquoise blue. You notice I did not wipe or clean the brush off, which you know how I am with not wanting to clean it. So I'm making sure that this gets in there like in a feathery kind of way. And I've got so much right there, I'm not even going to reload my brush. I'm just going to start jagging it into the blue so that they kind of do that blended look of a real iris. Alright, let's see. Alright, got that. Now I'm going to pick up into the light blue, just briefly wiping the brush back and forth a little to clean off some of it. I'm going to dip the edge to keep it crisp and sharp in the light blue, and we're going to do the same with that. Alright, I'm running out of the blue a little, getting too much of the previous color through there. Alright, hold on. Alright, got that. Same thing. I'm going to wipe some of that in my plate. I don't even want to wash it off yet. There we go. Sorry. Now I'm going to grab this white and I'm going to do the same thing through here. And this is where you got to load your brush pretty much continuously because you'll lose your white completely. Alright, now for purposes of the video and for this, I'm going to quickly clean my brush, not with water. I'm just wiping it off on my paper towel, and I am going to be dabbing this very lightly because most of the time I would let this middle dry first before I put the pupil in. So I'm going to go ahead and do the outside of this eye first while the middle part needs to be. Alright, and you see I got some blue in there, but that's alright because when we get all this blend colored in, it'll just be solid black here. And as you notice, our little swirly whirlies of the black pupil kind of disappear, but yet they still show through to create the eye. Hold on, I'm getting this other side done real quickly. I'm going to go around here and up like this, coming down here. Let's see, I'm going to fill that out some. I don't like that. Hold on. So get my line a little bit more crisp. Alright, now we got that going on, and here is where I would want you to wait for that to dry, but for the purposes, like I said, of the video, I am going to put the black in there and hope it won't become a solid mess of yucky, because remember, that's got to be dry. Yeah, see, it's turning gray. It dragged through the white, but when you let it dry completely, it will not do that, I promise. So, ooh, and it got blue in there too. Kind of cool. You never know. All right, there is that eyeball, and because all of this is very solid, I do not want to go ahead and put the white in there yet. Let me get... I want to put a little bit more of this blue here. I lost that going around there. Hold on. And probably because I had the black on the brush, it did not go back out as smoothly as I wanted it. There we go. Alright, remember, when that dries, let me get the light off because it kind of looks weird. Okay, when that dries, you're going to do a dot of white and a dot of white. And I will try to see if I can do it without bringing the black up. So you will know what you're doing. Let's see if I can do it. Nope, I got a little bit of black, so let me just do a big glob right there. Not going to work. So these are things that help you learn, and all I'm going to do, because it's really too wet, I didn't dry my brush off good, is I'm just going to dab that right there, kind of soak up the water. I am going to keep this brush clean and get the black again to go over what I just messed up. Alright, that's a simple, easy fix. Now I'm going to stick that brush away. This one is dried off really good, and I will try my best to drop this white on there without making a big glob. Hold on. Without making... There and there. Alright, let me go back to the other camera real quick. So, here is your one. Ah, yikes, it came back on me. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. It needs to go off of the computer and back up here. It's not coming back up here. I don't know why. I'm not really sure why. Okay, so I'll just lay them down here and say goodbye down here. Let's see. Did it just mute me? I don't think so. Alright. So anyway, here is, well, nope. There's, alright. This camera has been goofing off all day long. Alright, there is one eye. This is the painted version. And then remember, this is our oil pastel version. Have fun with it. Play around with it. Like I told you earlier, we got the crazy colors out in 3rd grade video today. Class. I'm going to see if this will come up here to me again. If not, hold on. It should be going up there, but it's not, so. It's getting stuck. Don't know why. Anyway, let me see if I can. There we go. Alright, I don't know if it's still recording or what it's doing, but I am going to say goodbye, and I'm going to get this uploaded for you. Alright, thanks y'all. Bye.